everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Simple English Space, your comfy corner to learn English through real conversations. I'm Anna.
And I'm Steven. Today we're going to talk about something really important, feelings.
Yes, talking about feelings is a big part of communication. If you can express your feelings, people can understand you better.
Exactly. And it's also helpful for making friends, solving problems, and building trust. But I think for many English learners, it can be difficult. Sometimes they only know the basic words like happy, sad, or angry.
Right, but feelings can be more than that. There are so many words to describe emotions and also many ways to talk about them politely.
That's true. Stephen, maybe we can start by sharing some common feeling words for beginners.
Sure, let's start with positive feelings. We have happy, excited, proud, grateful, relaxed.
And for negative feelings, we have sad, tired, angry, nervous, worried.
And don't forget neutral or mixed feelings, like confused, curious, or surprised.
I like the word curious. It's such a nice feeling. You want to know more about something.
Yeah, and surprise can be good or bad depending on the situation.
Now, knowing the words is one thing, but how do we actually use them in sentences?
Good question. The simplest way is to say, I feel or I'm, and then add the feeling.
For example, I feel happy today, or I'm excited about my trip.
Exactly. And for negative emotions, I feel tired or I'm worried about my exam.
Sometimes people also say I'm feeling, like I'm feeling nervous, or I'm feeling great.
Yes, I feel and I'm feeling are both good. I feel is more general and I'm feeling is more about right now.
That's a nice tip. Oh, and we can also use because to give a reason for our feelings.
Like, I'm happy because I passed my test, or I'm sad because it's raining.
Right. Giving reasons helps the other person understand your situation.
And it also keeps the conversation going. If you just say, I'm tired, the conversation might stop. But if you say, I'm tired because I stayed up late, the other person can respond to that.
Yes, and they might even give you advice or share their own experience.
Speaking of sharing, I think it's important to also ask about other people's feelings.
Definitely. If you want to be a good friend or a good communicator, you should ask questions like, how do you feel? Or, are you okay?
Or more casual, how's it going? Or how are you feeling today?
And when someone shares their feelings, you can respond with empathy.
Yes, empathy means understanding and caring about someone's feelings. For example, if someone says, I'm nervous about my interview, you can say, I understand. Interviews can be stressful.
Or if someone says, I'm so happy today, you can say, that's great, what happened?
See, asking follow-up questions shows you're interested.
Also, don't be afraid to share your own feelings in return. It makes the conversation two-sided.
That's a good point. Sometimes people think they should just listen, but sharing your own emotions can build connection.
Yes. And I think another thing is learning expressions for strong emotions.
Oh, like, I'm over the moon for very happy, or I'm feeling down for sad.
Exactly. Idioms like that make your English sound more natural.
But for beginners, it's okay to just start with simple sentences.
Yes, don't stress too much about fancy words. Focus on being clear.
Speaking of being clear, pronunciation is also important. Some words can be tricky, like nervous or curious.
Good point. And stress on the right syllable makes a difference.
Yes. For example, nervous, not nervose.
And curious, not curious.
I think practicing with a friend can help.
Or even practicing in front of a mirror. That way you can also see your facial expressions.
True, because when we talk about feelings, our face and tone of voice are also important.
Definitely. If you say, I'm happy, but your face looks sad, people will be confused.
And if you say, I'm fine in a low, tired voice, people might think you're not really fine.
So body language matters.
Stephen, have you ever had a time when you couldn't express your feelings well in another language?
Oh, yes. When I was learning Spanish, I wanted to say I was excited, but I used a word that actually meant nervous.
Oh no.
Yeah, the person I was talking to got confused. That's when I realized how important it is to learn feelings vocabulary carefully.
That's a great story. I think many learners have similar experiences.
Yes, and it's okay to make mistakes. The important thing is to keep practicing.
I agree. And that's what we're going to help our listeners do today.
Right, so maybe now we can move on to a little story that will give our listeners some examples in action.
Yes, a conversation between two people talking about their feelings in real life.
Hey, Jake, you look a bit quiet today. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm just feeling a little stressed out.
Oh, I see. What's been going on?
Well, work has been really busy, and I feel like I can't catch a break.
That sounds exhausting. I know how it feels when your mind just won't stop thinking about deadlines.
Exactly. It's like I'm constantly under pressure even when I'm at home.
I get that. Whenever I feel stressed, I try to go for a walk or listen to some calming music.
Yeah, maybe I should try that. How have you been feeling lately?
Honestly, I've been feeling pretty happy. Last weekend, I visited my parents, and it was so nice to spend time with them.
That's great. Being with family always lifts your mood.
Definitely. But I've also been a little nervous because I have a presentation coming up next week.
Oh, I didn't know that. Are you ready for it?
I've prepared most of it, but I still feel anxious about speaking in front of so many people.
I totally understand. Public speaking makes a lot of people nervous.
Yeah, my heart races and my hands get cold.
When I feel that way, I take deep breaths and remind myself that it's okay to be nervous. It just means you care about doing well.
That's a good way to look at it. I'll try that.
You know, talking about feelings like this really helps.
I agree. Sometimes just sharing what's on your mind can make you feel lighter.
True, but sometimes I also feel guilty when I talk about my problems because I don't want to burden others.
I used to feel the same way, but I've realized that friends actually want to listen and help.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Speaking of feelings, have you been feeling motivated lately?
Not really. I've been feeling kind of unmotivated, to be honest.
What do you think is causing that?
Maybe it's because I've been tired and I keep comparing myself to others.
Oh, comparison can be really toxic. I've been there. It can make you feel like you're not doing enough, even when you're working hard.
Exactly. And then I start feeling frustrated.
I get frustrated too when I can't meet my own expectations.
It's funny how our own thoughts can be so critical.
Yeah, but I've been trying to replace negative thoughts with kinder ones.
How do you do that?
Well, when I think I'm not good enough, I stop and ask myself, is that really true? Then I think about things I've done well.
That makes sense. I guess self-compassion is important.
Definitely. How about excitement? When was the last time you felt really excited about something?
Last month when I booked my holiday trip,
Oh, where are you going?
I'm going to Bali. Just thinking about it makes me feel happy and relaxed.
That sounds amazing. I'm excited for you.
Thanks. I think having something to look forward to makes me feel more positive.
I agree. Even small things like meeting a friend for coffee can make your day better.
Speaking of which, do you want to grab coffee after this?
I'd love to. That would make me feel even happier.
Great. You know, another feeling I've been thinking about is loneliness.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I felt lonely before, even when I was surrounded by people.
Same. It's not just about being alone, it's about feeling disconnected.
Exactly. That's why keeping in touch with friends is so important.
True. Even a short text from someone can make you feel cared for.
Right. Oh, have you ever felt proud of yourself recently?
Actually, yes. Last week, I finished a project ahead of schedule and my boss was really impressed.
That's amazing. You should be proud.
Thanks. It felt good to be recognized.
I know that feeling. I felt proud when I finally ran 5 kilometers without stopping.
Wow, that's impressive.
Thanks. It was a goal I'd been working on for months.
That's the thing. When we work hard and reach our goals, it boosts our confidence.
Totally. And speaking of confidence, I think talking openly about emotions also makes us more confident in handling them.
Yeah, because we learn that feelings are normal and we're not alone.
Exactly. Everyone feels happy, sad, angry, or scared at some point.
Speaking of scared, I remember last week I almost missed my flight. I was so nervous at the airport.
Oh no, what happened?
There was a long line at security and I thought I wouldn't make it. My heart was pounding.
I can imagine. Did you make it in time?
Barely. I was sweating, but also relieved when I got to my seat.
That's such a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah, relief is one of the best feelings after being stressed.
True. And sometimes even small wins can bring joy.
Like finding a parking spot right when you need one?
Exactly. Or getting an unexpected compliment.
Oh, those make my day.
Same.
You know, Emma, I think I've learned a lot about myself just by talking to you today.
Really? Like what?
That it's okay to feel different emotions, and that sharing them actually helps me feel more connected.
That's a good takeaway.
And I also realized I need to be more mindful of my thoughts. Less self-criticism, more self-kindness.
Same here. And I think I'll try your deep breathing tip before my presentation.
You'll do great.
Thanks, Jake. And remember, if you ever feel stressed again, I'm here to listen.
I appreciate that, and I'll do the same for you.
Deal. So, coffee?
Coffee! Let's go.
So, Stephen, after talking about feelings, I think it's also important to talk about how we manage them. What do you usually do when you feel stressed?
When I'm stressed, I usually go for a walk or listen to music. It really helps me calm down. What about you?
I usually write in my journal. I write about everything, what happened, how I felt, and what I can do to feel better. It's like releasing my emotions onto the page.
Oh, that's a good idea. Do you write every day?
Not every single day, but at least 3 or 4 times a week, especially when something is bothering me.
I see. You know, sometimes I just call a friend and talk about my feelings. Even if they don't give advice, just having someone listen helps a lot.
Yes, talking to someone you trust can make a big difference, but some people find it hard to share their feelings.
True. I think it's because they're afraid of being judged or misunderstood.
Exactly. That's why we need to be good listeners, too. Sometimes people just want empathy, not solutions.
Right. And when we show empathy, it makes the other person feel safe.
Speaking of empathy, do you think you've always been good at understanding other people's feelings?
Honestly, no. I used to be bad at it. I would just tell people to cheer up without really listening.
I've done that too. But now I try to say things like, I understand that must be hard for you.
Yeah, phrases like that can make a huge difference.
And I think it's also important to recognize your own emotions before helping others.
That's a good point. If you don't understand your own feelings, it's harder to connect with others.
Exactly. For example, when I'm feeling sad, I take a moment to understand why I'm sad before I talk to anyone about it.
That makes sense. It's like identifying the problem before looking for a solution.
Yes. And sometimes there's no quick solution, just time and self-care.
Speaking of self-care, what's your favorite way to relax?
A warm cup of tea and a good book. Simple, but perfect.
That sounds nice. I like cooking when I want to relax.
Oh, what do you usually cook?
Pasta. It's my comfort food.
Mm, I love pasta too. Maybe one day you can cook for me.
Deal. And you can share one of your favorite books with me.
It's a plan.
You know, Anna, I think conversations like this are important. We don't just talk about feelings, we understand each other better.
I agree. Sharing feelings makes friendship stronger.
And it's a reminder that we're not alone, no matter what we're going through.
Yes. So, to anyone listening to our conversation right now, remember, your feelings are valid.
And don't be afraid to express them. In your own way, in your own time.
Exactly.
Well, Anna, I guess that's a good place to wrap up today's talk.
Yes, Stephen. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and feelings with me.
Thank you too, Anna. Until next time.
Until next time, stay kind to yourself and to others.
Right? So maybe now we can move on to a little story that will give our listeners some examples in action.
Yes, a conversation between two people talking about their feelings in real life. For friends, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss other videos.